Hello, everyone. Another episode of One for the Table.
Hi.
We missed last week because 4th of July and life happens, and by the time both realized we didn't record an episode for this past week, we're like, well, the ship has sailed.
Yep. Did the city of Los Angeles ban fireworks or something, or tried banning fireworks?
I don't know. I mean, I found out through the news, but there's no community newsletter that entire Los Angeles gets.
Yeah, I found out through TikTok where it was just this video saying that the city of Los Angeles tried banning fireworks, and this was the city's response, and there were fireworks going off everywhere.
But that's always like that, 4th of July.
I know. I was there last year.
I'm sure most people didn't even know about it, so it wasn't even they were responding to the city. They were just setting up the fireworks like they normally do.
I'm sure some of them were. I'm sure some of them were fuck you. You can't take this from us.
I guarantee you, no one in LA saw the news and be like, oh, we will, we cannot, sit idly for this injustice. We will go set off fireworks. No. People that set off fireworks are going to set it off regardless. And people that don't care regardless.
Yeah, it was an interesting phenomenon experiencing all those fireworks when I was there last year.
Just knowing how dangerous fireworks are, and you always hear news and videos of people losing their hands and things like that. Maybe
I think when it comes to fireworks in California, the more dangerous thing is fires, right?
And guns probably.
Oh, guns probably. Guns definitely. But yeah. Isn't this your drought season?
I don't even know.
Okay.
Not that I have a full grassy yard to know these
live
things.
There.
I just exist here, without a yard, without mortgage, without fireworks. Wow.
Where was I?
Anyways, you should move to LA.
Yeah, I had some friends come over. My friend August, she's also known as There's Food at Home. Mm-hmm. She lives in Brooklyn. And Lisa, her handle is It's Lisa, and she's the ramen girl of YouTube. Mm-hmm. And they both came to Detroit, and I showed them around, and we had a good time. And then we had a filming session. It was really cool. We filmed a couple of YouTube episodes. It'll be fun.
I can't wait to see them.
Yeah, it's nice to show people parts of Detroit that they don't expect. Nobody expects to go
mm-hmm.
on a kayaking trip.
Yeah.
5 minutes from my house. It was oh, we're in the city. It was yeah, but there's a canal district with houses on the water that we can look at and stuff like that, and
mm-hmm.
some fun places to see. So we did that. Lots of eating. Of course, they had Detroit style pizza. And then I showed them the farmer's market, and we did some shopping, and we filmed content based off of the food that so
nice.
Look out for that. Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a fruitful 4th of July.
I also tried the Da Bomb hot sauce from the Hot Ones
mm-hmm.
thing. Well, I filmed it, and it was a video. And have you seen
Hot Ones? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That shit hurts.
I mean, I'll bet. I feel that. Half those hot sauce are designed to hurt you. It's not there for you to enjoy it. It's just there.
It was so painful. The pulled dog 2 times was nothing. The messed up thing is Lisa, who had it before, admittedly, just tried a dab of it. I did a dab of it. Everyone else, all the crew had tried it because they were really curious,
mm-hmm.
and everyone was dying. And Lisa was just straight faced, being "Yeah, it's pretty bad. How do you feel right now?" Of course, she had things that were I think she had things that were millions of Scoville units
mm-hmm.
spicy, and this Da Bomb one was only 100,000.
And I say this as someone who loves spicy food and who
mm-hmm.
needs spicy food a lot of times. What's the point of something that's spicy? What is the point? Aside from people trying it
pain.
And freaking out about it, there's no point.
Yeah.
There's no reason.
There really isn't. But the only way to build up your tolerance to spicy food is to just be okay with spicier food.
But then you don't have to start off with 100,000 Scoville.
Oh, no, you don't. You don't at all.
You don't eat a jalapeno. Then move up to Serrano, and then move up to habanero.
I'm also very curious to see what my upper limit is, and when it comes to pain tolerance. in that sense. But at the same time, like, I had the carbonara sauce bulldog noodle hack today for lunch. And for some reason that kicked my ass.
Wow.
It didn't hurt. Okay, so first of all, I think what I did wrong was I stir-fried the sauce into the noodles, which makes it not flavorful.
This is more like a finishing sauce than like a stir-fry sauce.
Yes,
saying.
it's definitely a finishing sauce where like the sugars does something with the noodle and it cooks out and all that's left is the spiciness of it. And so like, you know, one serving of that sauce is like a teaspoon. I definitely cooked in 4 teaspoons, 4 servings of the sauce into the noodles. Really didn't really taste anything except was spicy, and then added another 2 more servings of that spices. So I overdid it by quite a bit. But coming to realize that, okay, you're supposed to stir fry the noodles first and then add the sauce at the end. But I don't like to waste food, so I just ate it and I was really sweaty. It wasn't that bad. I was just really sweaty.
You
I
could
just
probably like mix a
when I
little
eat
like
spicy
broccoli or some like lettuce in there to like make it less spicier and easier in your stomach.
Yeah.
But you didn't.
I ate it. I didn't. I'm having Japanese food later on tonight. I didn't want to ruin my appetite too much.
I don't think a little lettuce in there is going to ruin your appetite.
I know, right? Well, those shirataki noodles make you full. Like I'm like not hungry at all. And after eating that, which is fine. I had really good. Okay, so another cool thing that happened to me. I've been really busy this week. So I was on the Today Show yesterday, and that was really cool. I got to meet Al Roker, why did I say it like that? Al Roker.
Al Roker.
Al Roker, America's weatherman and America's uncle. He's very, very cool. But after that, we went to Pecking House to celebrate. And hands down, I think Pecking House is probably my favorite fried chicken restaurant.
Favorite.
Like ever.
In the world.
Like yeah. I would say yes.
That is a serious title.
That is.
In the world.
It is. Yeah, because the only place that had better fried chicken for me no longer exists.
Wow.
And also, I don't even know if it's actually that good or it was just like as good as me in my childhood.
So what makes Pecking House so special?
So Pecking House is a Chinese Southern fried chicken place. And so they like do the Korean style double fry of their chicken. So it's super, super crispy. Their spicy chicken sandwich on 2 pieces of plain white bread. So it's got that little like smacky soft, but it is like some of the best flavored chili oil, like Szechuan chili oil I've ever had. And then they do the thing where it's with like 2 pickles in there. So I'm salivating thinking of their spicy fried chicken sandwich. And then they also do a egg yolk.
Egg
fried
yolk?
chicken.
Oh,
Yeah.
like salted egg?
Salted egg fried chicken. It is so,
It's not too
so
rich.
good. No, it's not, because the salted egg is fried on, so it's just a crispy shell.
Okay.
Yeah. Like it is good. It is really, really good fried chicken in there. Highly, highly recommend. Also, they have a very good hot honey biscuit. Okay. And stir fried black beans and rice, or like fried black beans and rice. So good. And not just like, you know, it specializes in fried chicken, but it's like a fine restaurant's fried chicken. Like it is always crunchy, always moist. Like it's always a hit. Just, yeah, if you're ever over there, Pecking House, for sure. That's where I celebrated my little stint on the Today Show. And like, yeah.
And your cookbook is now the number 2. Oh, it was. I don't know what it is now.
It was. It isn't now. But
it was the number 2 highest selling cookbook in America.
Well, no.
On that day.
So no, it broke into the top 10 highest selling cookbooks in America. Number 1 in Chinese food, number 1 in wok cookery, and number 2 in celebrity cookbooks.
And what was number 1 that beat you?
The Oh, the official Stardew Valley cookbook. But I beat Snoop Dogg
and Ina Garten
and Josh Weissman, and now they're all back up to where they be, and I'm down at the bottom where I started. But for that moment, I was king of the world, except for Stardew Valley, the official Stardew Valley.
They're about to pull a Taylor Swift and release like a special edition of cookbook just to beat you in the charts.
Yeah. But yeah, it's very interesting to see how like, you know, fast you can go up just by being on a TV show for 4 minutes.
You know, that's crazy because with press and publicity, I always thought like those morning shows and like daytime shows were kind of pointless because I assume like no one watches them anymore.
No.
But then I'm like, I'm not the audience.
Nothing. Yeah. No, we just don't matter. Just because we don't matter doesn't mean.
Because I've done like morning shows and stuff like that, but I just never saw like.
Did you do morning shows for your makeup?
For makeup, and then also like we did it like right after like season 8 of like Drag Race and things like that. But I just never saw anything from it.
Really? Which morning shows?
I couldn't even tell you which ones you were.
Okay. Because like I know the Today Show and Good Morning America are like the big two that really move the needle on sales.
So yeah, not to one up me, but you've been on the ones that matter. We get it.
Just one. Just one.
But anyway, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'll be sending you my wish list.
Okay. For Christmas? Oh wait, no, your birthday, which is coming up.
Yeah, well, let's start with birthday first, and then we'll go to Thanksgiving and Christmas and my half birthday.
Your birthday is next month.
Yeah.
Yeah. How old do you turn?
Younger than you?
Yeah, that's fair. Everybody knows my age, but how old are you?
Old enough to know better.
Yeah.
But still young and hard.
Heart's the only thing at this point.
Oh. So my 4th of July was unintentionally funny but awkward.
Why?
One of my friends was like, "Hey, I'm having a get together with my like gay friends. You know, like you want to come?" And I was like, "Sure, I'd love to join you."
Is this the Asian gay group?
Different one.
Oh, okay. The gamer one?
Different one. You don't know these people.
Oh my God! Why won't you introduce me to your friends?
I do. But I don't. When I tell you about these people, you haven't met them, so there's no
Let
point
it be known in the lore
them.
that Kim is actually like quite embarrassed of me and like doesn't really let me meet anybody unless I've already met them. I have literally
introduced you to like everyone I know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've even brought you on game nights where you flopped spectacularly.
I did not flop. I'm just a bad liar.
We were playing a social deduction game, and the first question was, "Hey, John, are you evil?" And then John just started frowning, and then he started fidgeting, and we were all like, "Oh my God."
Hey, in all fairness, that was the first time I played that game. And being a bad guy. It was
a lot of other people's first time playing too.
It was a lot of other people's first time playing that game, but also I was left high and dry by all the other evil people. And I was left to fend for myself, and I already got found out by someone because I tried lying and then immediately was caught. And so I don't know what there was for me to do in that situation, but I didn't know the game well enough to talk my way out of it.
But you did flop spectacularly.
No, I flopped adorably.
But anyways, back to my story. Yeah, I love to like come like to your friends, and then he invited me. So then I was like, oh, so it's gonna be like a nighttime like get together. So then I ate dinner, and then I went, and then everyone was like, oh, welcome. Let's start the K barbecue. And then they had like grills set up, and then they started like grilling meats, and I'm like,
oh,
why didn't you tell me that was gonna be a K barbecue thing? And I was like, oh, I would assume you knew. I mean, like, how would anyone know that there was going to be like at home K barbecue?
Yeah, like assume that you knew.
That is not like a common thing to assume about,
right? Anybody, but also at the same time, like
you need to tell people that it's going to be a dinner or something so that you know to bring something too.
I know. I literally showed up like empty-handed.
You really can.
No, I literally thought it may sound like it was like just like a casual like hang out and watch the fireworks kind of a situation. No, it was like a full-on like Cape barbecue dinner where they had like several custom made and everybody asking me like, oh, why aren't you eating? Why aren't you eating? And I felt like that one person who had like difficult issues with food, and I just like wasn't eating in front of people. Like that's how I felt, even though it wasn't. I was just full from dinner.
Wow, Kim, not even a host gift. Wow, man, don't introduce me to these ones because it'd be really embarrassing to apologize for you.
Oh, I wasn't planning on it, but they were very nice, and I had a great time.
Good.
But I would have liked to eat. Okay, so wait, let's take a quick break and then we'll talk about some current topic.
Okay.
Oh my god. I heard the most depressing news in Korea, and it's kind of like insane.
What happened?
Okay, so this is a trigger warning. So if like stories about like abuse and things like that bother you, I would recommend skipping over this portion of the podcast. Are you following all the Jiang drama?
Jiang? I don't know what that is.
Jiang is one of like the most famous mukbanger in the world.
Okay.
She's like this tiny Korean girl, and she can like eat so much.
Yeah.
I feel like you have to have like seen her content.
I must have. She's probably like one of the originals. And isn't she the one that like they studied? They did like a study of the makeup of your stomach and found out that like they just don't process food the same way that normal people do.
People do, yeah.
And they just eat and eat and eat, and they can just eat. Yeah.
And she's earned like millions of dollars because she's so popular. Well, this week, she came on live on YouTube and basically spill all the beans about what's been happening in her life. So her ex-boyfriend filmed like them like in sexual act and then blackmailed her and then forced her to go work at a room salon to make money and like to give it to him.
A room salon? I don't know what that is.
It's like a host club.
Okay.
Where you like pour like drinks to like other gentlemen.
Yeah.
Kind of like it's a sleazy environment in Korea.
Yeah.
So she didn't want to do that anymore. So she said, I'll do like mukbangs and then, like give you money from that. Because he was like blackmailing her and threatened to like send it to her family and then like ruin her.
Wait, so like the whole reason why she did all of this was because...
Oh, wait, just keep listening. It gets crazier.
Okay.
So then for the past 4 years, she's been getting beaten like every day. And it's something about like how I think it'll quote the amounts like weighs equivalent to like $5 million like USD that he was like taking from her, but not giving her anything. So then she barely had like money to buy herself food for like the mukbang videos. And then he like set up like a agency so he could like legally extort all the money from her. And on top of that, other YouTubers like found out about this. So then they've been blackmailing her to get money from her.
What?
And on top of that, other girls that like worked with her at the room salon like at that brief period has also been blackmailing her and been getting like $6,000 a month from her like every month. In her videos, like a lot of times like she was covered in bruises and like cussing things, and like a lot of the fans just assumed it was because she's like clumsy and like she hurt herself like while she's cooking. No, she's been getting beaten like every single day.
What?
And they had over 3,800 recordings of her like getting beaten by him over the course of 4 years. and like they played like one of the clips, and it's actually like really really sad because he's just like screaming at her, cursing at her, and just beating the crap out of her. And the other like YouTubers that was blackmailing her and extorting money out of her are also like these channels like that call out injustice in the world.
What?
And who are like now like coming forward and saying like, oh, I had nothing to do with this. It was actually like all him and things like, even though there's like clear recordings of them like blackmailing her.
Oh my gosh. Wait, these are all Korean YouTubers or these are like international
All Korean YouTubers. Wow. And what's even crazier is she tried to like sue him basically for everything, for like assaulting, extorting, blackmailing. And so after the police started investigating him, he killed himself. So then she can't even get like the money or, you know, like, or justice now.
Whoa, what the fuck?
And supposedly, the family of the ex-boyfriend who killed himself is now trying to sue her because her actions like led to him killing himself. And she's like a YouTuber like that's donated like so much of her like earnings to like charities and things like that too.
Yeah.
And she should be like rich and fabulous and, you know, like living the life. No, she's poor.
That is insane.
I know, right?
I mean, like, I don't know what the laws are, anything like, or the protections are like in Korea, but it seems like there's like a pattern of extorting like artists out there. Just like based on what you've told me about, like, you know, K-pop idols. And then I know the animation industry in Korea is like totally ruthless as well. But then like to hear about this is crazy. I guess is a different
they
thing.
say, you know, like if you're like a celebrity, whether an actor or like a singer or like an idol, your image is what gives you money.
Totally.
So, whether if it's true or not, when someone makes like a false allegations about you,
it really messes you up.
It messes you up, and all the companies like pull back, and then you have to like pay them money for like tarnishing the brand image. You know,
is it way less forgiving over there than it is here for people who have like fallen in that way? I mean, like people here, like there's so many options for people to go on redemption arcs.
No, in Korea, like when they cancel you like very hard and very fiercely.
Damn.
While here, you know, like Chris Brown still has a platform, and
I know, he's, you know, like
Azealia Banks still has a platform. You know, like, I mean, like terrible people will find a platform somewhere, and which is why they all like turn to like right wing, like MAGA, because those people will give them the time of the day.
One interesting thing I read was about Ellen DeGeneres, like finally just saying like, I'm out. I am leaving Hollywood. I'm everything. And like, you know, given the fact that she was allegedly terrible person on her show, that it was a toxic work environment, blah, 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 blah. And then maybe her tour didn't do so well. Somebody tweeted under that article saying like, well, here's what you can do if you're like an elder celebrity at this point. You can just fade into obscurity with all your money, or you can become a right-wing grifter, because those are like the only two options.
Yeah.
Look at Russell Brand.
Yeah. Crazy. Even like a lot of the people that, you know, like came across the cool at first. You know, like Roseanne obviously is one of them. Even like Adrienne from America's Next Top Model.
I don't know who that is.
She's like the winner of first season. Like she was so cool in her season. I guess she's like a right-wing nut job now.
Yeah. It's like it is the actual, we talk about like brain rot being like pretty much like animated Gen Z speak, but no, that's the actual brain rot, where it's just like, I don't know, you just get a little bit crazy and a little bit sociopathic because you're, I don't know, maybe desensitized to all the things that all the criticism that you might face, to the point where you're just like, you know, it's an ego thing.
It's just some of these people are just like so desperate for fame that they're willing to, like, fame and fortune, that they are willing to like
sacrifice everything,
step on like any like marginalized community, or, you know, like it doesn't matter if like humans have rights as long as like they're rich and famous. And it's crazy to me.
Yeah. Which is funny because like you and I have both talked about how like, I don't know, I think it's like the least fun part of this job. Like, I like meeting people, but I don't like being recognized, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I completely understand. Yeah.
Yeah. I like making things. I like making things that people like. I like telling stories. I like, talking about important things, but like being recognized, which is like what a lot of people want, I think, is like, to me, I was just like, that's not fun.
Especially when people like, I think you're in the same too, when, people start complimenting you like excessively. You just kind of like don't know what to say. And
I just start asking questions.
No, because I've seen you in these situations and you like fidget.
I hate that you're so observant. Stop looking at me.
I'm not looking at you. I'm just very observant.
Damn it.
Yeah. But anyways, Jiyoung, like, I wish her the best. I hope like there's nothing but like,
honestly, yeah. I hope she like
nothing but amazing things like happening for her in the future.
I mean, like, is her fandom coming for like? Are they supporting her? Are they?
Yeah, everybody supports her. Like, but but even like during the live, I was just like trying to read the comments, and of course there's like some toxic like, like Korean like males who are just like in the comments, like, we need to hear both sides of the story, but I guess she's only coming out now because he's dead. And I'm like, there's like physical and like recorded evidence of like this woman getting abused. Even if she was abused just once, she has every right in the world.
Yeah, totally.
But the fact that she was like abused every day for 4 years
in every culture, and they just really need to like, we need to really stop enabling guys like that.
Yes. And I understand they're just like hiding behind like the anonymous, like
totally.
And I know it's like, falling on deaf ears to just talk about like, oh, these like haters, but have heart,
Honestly, yeah.
So yeah, and while we're on the subject of like things and people online that bothers you, you know what else fucking bothers me?
What bothers you?
Any video of Indian street food, the comment section, it is like,
oh my god, it's
part of the internet.
It's so racist.
It's incredibly racist.
Yeah.
And first of all, no one is forcing anyone to go to India and eat the street food.
Right.
The food is for the people there.
Yeah.
I don't know. In some videos, maybe like in the extreme case of the videos that they show, maybe the sanitary
and that's
like,
the thing is, like,
levels like up to your standard.
Yeah. They only show, I'm sure, these extreme examples, but then also there are extreme examples literally everywhere, including the United States. I mean, people will be like all high and mighty when they see a guy like, processing food, not wearing any shoes. But at the same time, have you looked inside a Tyson chicken processing facility?
There's a reason why there's no like recording of these factories. Yeah.
Right. It's illegal because they have so much to hide. So it's like, yeah, I guarantee you these people who are passing so much judgment on these other people who honestly, most of the times can't help their situation. But at this, like in our quote first world countries, like it's disgusting where we like the things that we eat. So shut up.
And honestly, like, it's one thing to leave a negative comment where you're just like joking with like a friend, but it's one thing to just like go out of your way to just be racist online and like be like,
it's so exhausting. I don't know how people do it. It's just so tiring. Why? It takes so much energy to be this much of a dick. No wonder why they're so grumpy all the time. Like,
honestly, at this point, like, who has time to like sit around and just like fight random people online and be like racist and hateful?
I don't know.
A lot of people do. I just don't understand.
They need to get a job.
Honestly, yeah.
They need to get a job. Helps the economy. Hurts nobody. Get a job and stop talking.
So anyways, that's what I was bothered by because
yeah.
Anyway, maybe I just need to get offline. Maybe I need to take my own advice. Fucking get offline and just not read the comments. But
As the kids say, you need to touch grass.
I need to go touch grass in my non-existent yard.
Touch grass. Oh yeah, you've got grass out there.
I have some grass.
I mean, it's like brown and pokey, but it's still grass. I have a clover lawn.
Can't wait for some cat to come and shit in it. Okay, we have a listener question.
Oh, we do. Actually, I think we have a couple. I believe we have either a couple or somebody just like had a nice message for us. I don't remember.
I'm so happy you don't remember.
Oh.
Okay, so this question is from Austin. Kim and Jon, it's been great getting to know you through the podcast. Y'all have great chemistry and interplay, and your shared love of food and culture come through in every episode. You've traveled and eaten together quite a bit. When do you think you'll do that again? Would you consider a road trip through the beautiful state of Maine, considering Jon's need for a cabin to write a second book? I'm assuming we're going to be traveling together and eating again in August when Jon comes down here for my birthday.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, we're going to Joshua Tree. I mean, there's not exactly a lot.
It's still traveling. We're still going to be traveling and eating together.
We'll go in and out on the way, probably, as we always do.
Or maybe we'll switch it up. Maybe I'll take it to
Cracker Barrel.
I actually love Cracker Barrel.
I know.
But, you know.
That's why I asked. You and Kushbu have this thing where you guys love that Cracker Barrel by where you guys used to live.
Which I actually never had once the whole time I lived there.
Oh, yeah.
But
I've never been ever in my life.
I mean, it's not like Guadalupe good. It's like driving by, ooh, I see you there and I'm hungry. All right, I'll go in. Good. Like, it's not
I've been told that the gift shop is magical.
It is magical.
Get
in that middle America way.
Get yourself like an Amish made rocking chair type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they're like $150.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah, we can skip the fries when we get in and out. Every time we get fries, and I'm just like, why? I guess it's such a waste.
The fries are pointless. Instead of getting the fries, I'd rather eat another burger, which
I would literally rather eat like a smaller burger. Yeah.
Similar in calories, but higher in protein.
Yeah. Or maybe just like instead of get a regular burger, like a double animal style, with the caramelized onions smushed into the patty. And then you can get one that is protein style where it's just the lettuce.
I don't know if you've ever noticed. I never get fries from In-N-Out.
That is a damn lie.
I've eaten your fries, but I've never gotten my own fries at In-N-Out.
No, you've gotten fries for me. It is the same thing. It counts.
But they weren't for me. They're for you.
No. Kim. So Kim does the ordering. Oh, are we going to bring butter this time? Probably not, huh?
I could.
We could.
I could.
Yeah.
That'll
be fun.
But anyways, we'll discuss the details later.
Yes.
But wait, back to the original question. When do you think you'll do it again? I don't know. Possibly we're talking about going back to Taiwan, but we haven't cemented anything.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly we're talking about going back to Puerto Vallarta, but we haven't cemented anything.
Mm-hmm.
And the road trip through the beautiful state of Maine, I doubt that'll ever happen. And it's not that I have anything against Maine. I just think there's other places that I would like to prioritize to travel with Jon.
But like P-Town's close to Maine.
Yeah, but like, are we going to go through Maine to get to P-Town?
Oh yeah, that's true.
You know,
it's
like
we're
definitely flying into the Boston airport, and then we're taking the ferry to P-Town.
That is true.
We are not driving through Maine.
Yeah,
to P-Town,
and we're not going to P-Town to eat. So
we're not.
Huh?
We're not.
The food in P-Town's only okay.
The $1 oysters. Happy hour.
Oh, that was good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's true.
If anything, I want to be that girl that ate 5 plates of 5 platters, 5 dozens of oyster on first date.
Oh, do you have your Hep A shot?
I would assume so. Why?
Okay. Because if you like oysters that much, you should definitely get a hepatitis A shot.
I mean, probably do. I think.
Okay,
I think I'm
good.
up to date on all my like vaccines, and
I'm pretty sure that's the one that you can get from seafood, isn't it?
I don't know.
I remember taking it. I remember getting my Hep A shot because I like worked with oysters a lot. Yes. So this is a note to all the listeners. If you eat a lot of shellfish, and if you enjoy a lot of shellfish, you should definitely get your Hep A vaccine. So there you go.
All right. Well, John, do you have any answers to this question?
What answers?
Would you consider a road trip to the beautiful state of Maine?
I mean, a road trip with you? I mean, through Maine? Yeah, neither of us like driving that much. We're both see the thing about Kim and I is like we like to fly, and neither of us are great drivers for long distances.
Excuse me? I am a great driver.
By what metric?
I am an amazing driver.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know why you're trying to like put this like narrative that I'm not a good driver.
Okay. We can get confirmation next time Naomi is a guest on the podcast.
Actually, Naomi hasn't been in a car where I've been driving in a while.
Because she's terrified.
No. There hasn't been a reason.
She's like, no, it's okay, girl. I'll Uber.
No, Naomi doesn't Uber.
Yeah.
I don't know why you want to push this narrative that I'm a bad driver when I've been nothing but a great driver all this time.
That's going to be part of the lore. So yeah, I would go to Maine. I've been to Maine a couple times. So I would go back. I enjoy a lobster roll.
But also, I feel like nowadays, you can get great lobsters anywhere in the country.
Well, nowadays, most lobsters actually just come from Canada.
You know what? We should go to Canada.
Oh, Toronto. Lots of good Indian food and Jamaican food.
And Vietnamese food. And why actually Toronto has good everything.
Everything. Toronto's just got good everything.
Also, Vancouver. Vancouver has great food.
And Vancouver, too. I've never been, so...
Vancouver's Chinese food is like next level.
It's Taiwanese primarily, right?
There is a huge amount of like Taiwanese.
Hell
also,
yeah.
the dim sum scene in Vancouver is also fly.
Yeah. I would do that.
So, yeah, maybe Canada is our next destination.
I could take a train to Toronto. I would do that.
So then we'll go to Vancouver, so it's a little extra inconvenient for you.
Thanks.
What do you have to say?
What do you mean? What do I have to say?
Vancouver.
Yeah, I'm down.
We could fly into Seattle. Enjoy the groves in Seattle. And then we can drive to Vancouver, which is like a 2-hour drive.
Oh, that's not bad at all. I didn't realize they were so close to each other.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then when we're in Vancouver, we could also go to Victoria. Just a ferry ride over.
Let's do it.
We could also see whales or orcas. I don't remember which one was there, but one of those.
I only want to see orcas if they're like destroying a yacht.
We could put you on a yacht. I'd be more than happy to put you on a yacht.
I know you would.
That is our podcast for the week, everybody. Thank you for listening in. Sorry we missed last week. It was John's fault. I don't want to hear it from you. Thank you for tuning in, and follow us on our Instagram, One for the Table. That's number 1 for the table. And I'm your host, and that is the best-selling cookbook author, John Kong.
Hey.
Buy his book if you haven't already. You know, I doubt he's going to beat Stardew Valley, the cookbook.
No. And I don't think I should. I don't think I should beat Stardew Valley. I think it deserves to be number 1.
Yeah. Have you ever played Stardew Valley?
No. I used to play, oh God, what's it called? Harvest Moon.
I love Harvest Moon. Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And apparently, like, they keep, like, adding updates like to this day. So that's why like all the fans love it, because the developer really cares about the game and loves it.
You know, I will say, now that I have a real garden, days, you know, like when you're playing Harvest Moon and like on days that it rained, you're like, yes, I don't have to water my plants. It's the exact same feeling if you have a real garden. You're just like, yes, I don't have to water my flowers today. Like you actually look forward to it. It's great.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I've been watching this reality show on Netflix called The Boyfriend.
Oh, is it the gay Japanese reality show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You should watch it if you haven't.
Is it good?
I really like it. Did you like Terrace House?
Oh?
Terrace House? It's like a Japanese reality show about like strangers living together.
Oh, no.
Okay. Well, it's kind of like that. Because I feel like American gay dating show would be like, bitches would be like drunk on the first night, like crying, spilling drinks at each other.
Starting drama.
Starting
fighting.
drama. Well, here, everyone is like so Japanese about it.
Yeah.
Just like quietly whispering. It's like, I'm grateful to be here with all of you. And then they cook dinner all together as a group, and they eat together. And then like one of like the biggest like drama point is like this bodybuilder. So their like daily like budget is like 6,000 yen.
Yeah.
But one of like the go-withins, their bodybuilder, his chicken breast costs 1,800 yen a day. So then they have to like have like a house meeting and say like, it's unfair that you're taking like 1/3 of like the budget for your chicken breast.
That's amazing.
And then they go shopping, and then, you know, he eats the chicken breast, and they're like, oh my God, he's getting the expensive chicken breast again.
This really is like the Animal Crossing of just vibes.
Just vibes, yeah. And there's definitely some like trauma dumping later on. But yeah, overall, I think it's worth a watch. It's kind of like wholesome.
I'll check it out. We're just watching The Acolyte and House of Dragons, so.
Oh, with Manny Jacinto and Acolyte, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen yet, but I met Manny Jacinto at Golden House Gala.
Yeah.
And he was really, really sweet.
Oh my
and
God.
like personable. So.
And beautiful. And
beautiful too, yeah. But just based on my like small interaction with him, he could destroy this. Oh, I'm kidding.
Yep. They're calling him Darth Triceps on the internet.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Deltoid Vader.
Yeah, Deltoid Vader. They also call him the Handsome Menace. Yeah, it's great. It's great to watch like the internet just like thirst for this person who, I mean, I'm not gonna be that guy, but like I always thought he was cute since like The Good Place, and he's just really.
Oh, you thought he was cute before everybody else. Yeah. Ooh, heaven forbid.
Yeah, super hot.
But you know what? I did too.
Okay.
Not that it's a competition.
I think we just all did.
Not that it's a competition. But yeah,
all right. Well, I guess that is our show.
No, wait.
We've dragged this long enough.
No, wait.
What?
Bye.
Bye.